For over 2 decades, Jay Leno's booming laugh and razor-sharp monologues were a staple of American late-night TV. He made millions laugh, night after night, from behind The Tonight Show desk. But today, at 73, the legendary comedian isn't facing a roaring audience, he's battling a string of health scares that have fans more worried than ever. In the span of just weeks, Jay went from cruising the streets of Los Angeles to finding himself twice in a hospital bed, nursing painful injuries that could change his life forever. It started with what many brushed off as a minor incident, but when a second crash followed almost immediately, the concern grew louder. Suddenly, Leno's love of cars, once his greatest passion, was putting his health, and possibly his future, at serious risk. The accidents didn't just bruise his body, they've threatened to put the brakes on a lifestyle he's spent decades building, and despite his usual charm and resilience, this time the hits may be harder to laugh off. It all began in early March on what should have been an ordinary day. Jay Leno was driving home from a routine vet visit for his beloved dog Duke, when everything changed in an instant. Another driver, distracted by a video call, ran a red light and crashed into Jay's SUV at an intersection in Studio City. The impact left Jay with a fractured wrist, bruised ribs, and a mild concussion. Though the injuries were serious, Jay stayed true to his fighting spirit. But this wasn't DJ's first run-in with bad luck on the road. Back in 2021, he had a frightening wreck with a vintage Porsche, reminding everyone that even the most careful drivers can face danger. Now, with fresh injuries still healing, the risks only grew higher. Doctors warned Jay that adrenaline could mask the true severity of his wounds, and physical therapists urged caution. Just 10 days after the first accident, fate dealt Jay Leno another cruel blow. Hoping to get some fresh air and enjoy a light seafood lunch, Jay took a short drive to the Santa Monica Pier, but as he turned onto Ocean Avenue, a slick patch of leaking oil from recent heavy rains caused his SUV to slide uncontrollably. The vehicle spun across 2 lanes before crashing against a low concrete barrier. Jay, already nursing injuries from the previous crash, was shaken but managed to get out on his own. The second crash wasn't just another accident, it threatened to change Jay's life. Doctors warned that without proper surgical intervention and strict rest, his wrist might heal crookedly, leading to chronic pain and limited mobility. For Jay, a man passionate about collecting and driving exotic cars, this was devastating news. The recovery process became even more complicated because of his mild concussion, limiting the types of pain medications doctors could safely prescribe. Jay Leno's love for cars isn't just a pastime, it's a defining part of who he is. For decades, he's been known as a serious collector and an enthusiastic driver of rare and exotic automobiles. Now, the injuries from these accidents threatened to put that passion on hold, or worse, end it altogether. The fractured wrist, if not properly treated, could leave him with limited movement and chronic pain, making it impossible to handle the precision driving he's famous for. Adding to the challenge, managing Jay's pain has become a delicate balancing act. Because of his concussion, doctors are cautious about prescribing opioid medications, which carry risks of neurological side effects. This means the usual pain relief methods aren't straightforward, complicating his recovery further. Every decision about treatment now carries weight, as it could affect not only his physical healing but also his long-term quality of life. Despite the physical pain and uncertainty, Jay Leno's spirit remains unshaken. From his hospital room, he recorded a video full of his signature wit, smiling and joking about the accidents. "I guess I've learned 2 things," he quipped. Never trust a red light runner, and never underestimate the slipperiness of oil on pavement. His humor hasn't just helped him cope, it's reminded fans why they love him. Even facing tough times, DJ's ability to find laughter shows that his resilience runs deep. Support has poured in from all corners. Fellow comedians like Dave Letterman have reached out, with Letterman humorously telling Jay that if he keeps taking hits like these, he'll be the only late-night host still on the job after so many crashes. Meanwhile, network executives are already planning for Jay to host remotely when he's ready, keeping his connection to fans alive while he recovers. It's clear that even off-screen, Jay's presence and humor remain powerful forces.